Ciao nice people, welcome to the stream. Hello, I'm finally better. Thanks to water also. Big shout out to water. Hydration, I suppose it's important. So we are back on Critipedia after how much time? 3 weeks? 4? Yeah, because I posted a new post. That's what you do with posts. You post them, looking for other developers that wanted to submit a game, and I was happy to see other people. So, what is Critipedia? Critipedia is a list of personal critiques I give towards games. So I can have a compilation of my personal critiques uh, where I try to explain in a logical way what I feel about it. So, in a way, I suppose a good amount could be personal, but in the worst case, you can take it as the point of view of a player. In the best case, you can take it as some game design suggestions, but you do you. So the game for today is Nowhere and Forever, where I was trying to look better on the screenshots, but like, what is the solution? I would strongly suggest against putting this low of a resolution for your screenshot. Personal suggestion, but like, I feel like people will hardly understand what the game is about by looking at this. Though again, I don't really watch the game page and the screenshots before the game, so I think we can dive right in. A small parenthesis. It's kinda like about me, but like I'm the one streaming, and I realized that I feel like it's very important to have a recognizable name. So I suppose this is recognizable enough, right? So you can look it online, you can find it. Okay, that's great. Though, you know what's even cooler in my opinion? That if you look for a single term of the game and you find it. Unfortunately, most of the terms are this is an impossible challenge because it's like, we are not big developers, and especially there are stupid films or music. I didn't see the film, so I'm sorry if I'm insulting something good. That just take the name out of that. Though personally, I'm very proud because if you type like forever, my game comes out. But okay, I invented a new term, so I feel like that's an easy shot. Though could be a good challenge, right? Thwarting could be a good challenge if you type one word of your game and see if something came out. Though, yeah, definitely lost as a indie developers is pretty much impossible. So we should go into the game then. It's MZ, so it will not have... What was this? Wait. What is this animation of full screen? Wait, also I cannot leave. Ah, okay. Look at this. Is it normal that it makes this animation of expanding? Also, I would really suggest... Okay, never mind. Why before I couldn't go with the full screen? Interesting though, this game goes full screen, which is interesting. Okay, and welcome! We are on Nowhere and Forever. I like that there are the drawings of the characters here. It's a little weird because it's not matching with the background. The background has a different art style. The background is 3D and the characters are 2D. So that could be a little off-putting. Also, it's a little unnerving that the window is not centered with the statue in the middle. I would center the window or the statue. So the statue will be exactly on top of that. We have options. Are we betting on Visus Stella options? Yeah, Visus Stella options. So the font, right? Here I saw it was a little fancy, the font, but nothing much. But when the font goes caps, it becomes unreadable. What is this? This is okay, this is off, but like this is not readable at first glance. This is not an F. It's a very, very fancy F. Like here it's UI, but again it seems like Q9. I would not use this font, especially with full caps locks, because it's just weird to read. At least there are no options to edit the gameplay, right? Rebind. Ah, but wait. But we have the sound. As a rule, every time we have Visus Stella options, we need to put the cat and the dog. Okay, we have the cat and the dog. That's the rule. And the rest is the classical. I don't know if all those options are necessary. Like, I don't think it's important to set the position of the UI button. Why is it relevant? Also because it should be the developer choice where to put the button, right? Because maybe most of the UI is in one position, so you want it in the other. What's overselect though? Oh well. Okay, we will start. Well, before we start, I'm worried I got banned by TikTok again. That's why I can seem to be able to start the stream. No, I'm fine. Though I feel like I'm never able to stream on TikTok. Because something happens and something doesn't happen and I'm never live. Give me 1 second just in case. Let me try again. No, we are not live. Something is wrong and it's not with my world map. Oh well. No, it doesn't matter. Our tale begins in the kingdom of Glade. Oh no, it auto-scrolls. Can we alt-tab? No. For centuries the kingdom lived in peace and harmony. The people prospered. Harvests were plentiful. And life was joyful. From Castle Altair, all the way up to the frozen wastelands of Osgoth, life was simple and peaceful. There's the skip button, that's cute. It's quite weird having this conformation of land, though. This is not natural. Okay, let me give a bit comments already on the map. You can see the map is needs more decoration, because for now it's pretty plain. We have 3 colors. We have the green and just green. There is no decoration in between. Not a single tree, not a single bridge. Only green. We have blue. Again, it's plain blue. We don't have any single rock in the middle. Not any single low tide. It's only an ocean, even in the banks. And then the desert. Also, I feel like some tiles are used inappropriately, right? Because those are mountains. Those on the sea are mountains. Mountains are like not on the sea, right? Maybe it means to be would be cool maybe if it was the idea that this is a mountain, it's called a mountain chain, right? On the top of the water. Though it's hard to place here because it does not have water effects on it, so it looks it's floating. Unfortunately, it's a limitation of the base RTPs, but for blocking the player you can use rocks that literally are made for this. Rocks that came out of the water. Same thing here for the cave. Like, what is this supposed to mean? Like, there's a cave in the water. That's just weird. I don't get what it's supposed to be. And even those, there are temples floating on the water. Maybe they are near the water, but they don't have any base below. So I believe you should improvise, try a little more with the mapping. Especially because this part looks 100% unnatural. There is no conformation in land, right? That has forms almost forms an island like this, but with a clear-cut linear bridge. That's not natural. The kingdom was a large realm, filled with many interesting people and cultures. As with all rules, however, there is always an exception. The dark continent of Shadowfell remained out of reach for the rest of the kingdom. Everything is burning here. I feel like we have another map that doesn't feel like it makes sense. You can see there's a clear cut between water and lava here. Would be cool if there was like, again, no, RTP limitation, I know, but you can do stuff with RTPs. There is, you can have, there is an RTP to make a lava lake. It's important to have, to not have clear cuts. You can make a lava lake, put everything inside, and then it makes sense. Here it's just lava touching water in a clear line. There's the weird palace here cut in half, which is also weird. No one ventured there, no one left, until, that is, the dread warlord Sargon made his presence known in the world. Okay, another thing. I don't remember any name, you throw at me. If you expect me to remember any name, then I won't. Here there is Sargon. I think I would not remember the name as well if I continue the dialogue. I don't remember how the continent is called, how this place is called again. Though I feel like, as long as the game does not expect me to remember them, it's fine. After all, to remember a name, you need to see it multiple times, right? So let's hope it's like that. At first, his armies launched lightning offensives against the forces of the kingdom. Towns and cities fell under the grasp of the cruel warlord, and he continued to amass victories. Eventually, he indulged his thirst for cruelty by shattering the lives of the innocent. Towns and villages burned in the wake of his forces. Ah, those three are not RTP. Those are custom. Entire populations were brought to heel under his power. For a long time, all hope seemed lost, until a hero emerged to confront Sargon's forces. After turning the tide of the war on the battlefield, the hero led a desperate raid in the very heart of darkness. Even reaching the dark continent of Shadowfell was fought with peril. Countless numbers were exhausted in breaching the impenetrable fortress island. The hero continued, wounded and alone, determined to finish the fight. Okay, yeah, that's Final Gear protagonist. I made it, I have to keep going. Do we control him? Okay, that's cool. I cannot open the menu, but even if it's for a few steps, it's cool to have some control after intro. I feel like it's a small thing, but I want to emphasize how it's important to give the player some control between a long scene, because this is not the gameplay. This is not a true gameplay, right? We are still in a scene, in a cutscene to the introduction. But making even a small part of the introduction playable makes it more bearable for the player. We cannot run though. Okay, what are those? Those feel very out of place. An idol burning in the pit of lava. Wrong idol, sorry. The hero was hurt, but stood at the threshold of the dread fortress of the warlord. Shadow of a spire. Sargon is cowering inside somewhere. This wound. I can't. Our master will destroy you. It's over for him. He stopped breathing. Well, you couldn't stop me. Okay, we can go. I like this little touch of showing when someone is interactable. Unfortunately, with the base resources, it's impossible to make a seemingly looping animation, but this is close enough. Captain, I can't feel anything, it's going dark. I'm here with you. Dran, take my hand, you're not alone. Captain, please, tell. You will be avenged, Dran. Curse you, Sargon. Curse you and those who follow you. But to be fair, they don't follow him. They stay here. But no, they followed him to burn cities. So yeah, they do. I still would like to save, but this is an intro. Otherwise, I would steal the equipment of the hero, right? The lair of the warlord was in the depths of the spire. It was a labyrinth. Paths and tunnels sometimes led even the servants of the warlord astray. Is the volume fine? Let me check. We should increase the volume a little. Okay. Alone, wounded and lost, the hero eventually stumbled upon a chamber that seemed to have been long forgotten. That's a sword! I want it. Can I... The hero's sword was damaged beyond repair. The spire was a dangerous place. The hero sought to confront Sargon. I had to push on. Was it a sword? I can feel an aura! Looks unstable. Okay, I like that there is an excuse for not being able to jump down. Also because he's wounded, makes sense. As the hero approached the dice, a voice took hold inside their mind, imploring them to go no further, that they should turn back at all cost. No, must be a trick of Sargon. Must be a powerful weapon. Well, the voice should tell me better if they want me to go, right? Never mind. I'm taking the other way. Am I smart? As the sword was almost in touching distance, the voice again implored the hero to stop. Only misery and suffering awaited should they proceed. This is a trick. Sargon must fall. Okay, suppose maybe this is the trigger on the real catastrophe of the story. This is interesting. It's not just a story of going to defeat a demon lord. I should have checked the corpse first. As the hero reached for the sword, the voice returned. Or was it a new voice? Let us destroy Sargon together. Definitely a different voice. Wounded, weakened, and desperate, the hero reached for the blade. To come so far, just to fall at the final hurdle was an unthinkable outcome. Don't you have a sword, though? Let us finish this! I didn't like the darkness animation, right? After what seemed like an eternity, the hero reached the dread warlord throne room. That's Korshk! Nice to see you, Korshk. Sargon, time for this to come to an end. Impudent wretch! You have no idea of the mortal peril you place yourself in. It is of no consequence, for now you die. I came too far to be stopped now. How dare you strike me, filth? I will ensure the legend of your suffering lives forever. The two warriors... Ah, that's the title, right? Nowhere and forever. The two warriors were set to collide, but fate had other plans in mind. Oh, the sword. What's the matter? Can't get your pathetic sword to work? Mr. Cork, isn't it like your sword? Like it's in your lair. You have to know what's the sword, right? It's in a big important spot of the layer, right? The hit. I can't. Oh, second phase already. And it's Zorg now. Free at last! Sargon! Long I sense the taint of your soul. It's mine to devour. Tarian, take it! With both your strong... Okay, so they summon the truest Demon Lord. Oh, we will be satiated for a very long time. Come join me in your new home. What have I done? Oh well. The Demon Lord is back. When the hero remaining forces reached the throne room, there was no sign of their leader, or the dread warlord. Of the sword, there was no trace. Maybe the sword got consumed, or maybe he was the sword. With Sargon having vanquished, his force dispersed, and the forces of good declared victory through the kingdom. Though I like the idea of the antagonist just being the victim of the bigger antagonist. Centuries passed, and the people of the kingdom prospered once again, healing the scars of the past. But as the adage goes, all good things must come to an end. Another day, what's planned? Oh yeah, I told Odan I'll meet him for some training. He's in the courtyard first thing. No. Like... Let me retrieve the section of Critipedia. Should be like... I suppose could be a partially this one. We just got after a introduction, which in a way it was interesting. And now we got jumped here. We get a single line of dialogue where he says, okay, I need to go out to my friend Elliot or whatever. The player needs to be eased in gradually into a new context. It's almost as if... here, look. It's almost as if suddenly, during the stream, I switched towards watching anime without even telling you. Like, viewers will be confused. Huh? Why is Waldorf watching anime all of a sudden? Like, if I from here switch to an anime and say, oh yeah, wait, let me try.
Every game developer...
Haha, my new TikTok, look at this.
Where did I start? Well, my first game was...
Like, I hope I gave my example. Usually it should be like this. Okay, let me stop the game a moment because I want to talk about you something important. I'm still working on my TikTok. And personally, I don't know. But yeah, something gradually, not just jumping into another entire context. Would be more understandable if we saw this character early in the game. That's not what happened. Same thing, if we watched TikTok before, would make more sense if we switched now. But here it's a new context. And a new context, it's important because the player needs to get their mind into this one. The player probably will still have their mind in the previous one. And having all the information in a single line of text is not enough. Use the cursor, action, interact. And I suppose it's important to explain the controls to players who don't play RPG Maker, but two things. First, having an info dump of tutorial is never the right choice, in my opinion. Even if there are basic tutorials like this. It's better like to have it gradually or even with an image. Or second thing, even better, you could have used the introduction before for the tutorial. You could have had a tutorial to interact when we saw the sword, for example. Interact with the sword to get it. Move with the arrow keys at the start. Doesn't make sense, we already played the intro, so what's the point in explaining how to move the character now? You can check your journal, objective. Yeah, there's too much info dump right now. I think I just pressed. Okay, there is no animation for pressing the button. It's a little off-putting, but I think it's fine. Let me say... Oh, come on! The only option I want. At least we got stuff. Can I get a letter with the latest King Guard rotation? I'll post it in the barracks. My spare words. I would have enjoyed though a save here, huh? Also the bed is a little off because you can see the bed is not this tall, right? The stand goes all the way here, so the bed is vertically on the wall from here. Unfortunately that's a thing on the RPG Maker RTPs, but I feel like though there should be even here more decoration, because the house is empty. Like I would take the opportunity to add something like the kitchen, a bathroom, I don't know. It's just an entire room with a center. An entire armory room even wouldn't made much sense. Castellettere, okay. We have a lot of rooms. Oh no, no, the RPG Maker Unite thing. This guy stops on the middle animation. Odin was looking for you. In the courtyard, okay. At least I like the exploration is rewarded. Hey. I'm stealing everything. Will you be posting in your rotation? Yeah. What's it important? The storeroom? Hello. Looking for my cat Jinx. Have you seen one around? Okay, it's a quest. I wonder how is the quest. At least it's a small quest. Though I don't know how much relevance it has. Also, I'm confused. Why is the roof divided in multiple maps? Why can't it just be a single map? Lovely view, huh? Lovely chest, I would say. Also because the roof doesn't seem to have anything useful. Like, okay, treasures, but I mean, nothing going for it. Doesn't seem to be it's necessary to be this big. Also, I would really like to save. I would have appreciated, for example, a save prompt when you started moving with this character. Because if the game has a bug now, I'm screwed. I have to replay the entire intro again. Locked. I will take it later, cap. So again, I appreciate that the exploration is rewarded like this. Well, since you were here, let's take everything. A sense of clear thought. And removes status. Yeah, okay. Cold today, huh? You should go work. Hi, mister. My liege. Take anything you need. Lore. Histories of Kingdom. Okay, no. I would suggest, not for this game specifically, but for any game, to put like, if you have an info dump of lore in the story, but it's not really relevant for the entire plot, instead of putting it in the story where it's not relevant, you could put it in a place like this, a library. Because first, the player will feel more rewarded for exploration, other than treasure chest. And second, makes the narration less heavy. Because if it does a lot of lore that is not even necessary, could become a little annoying. Ah, that's a safe spot, right? Oh, nice, buddy. What do you mean camping supplies used? Game, tell me! Tell me I need to use camping supplies. What is this? Okay, no, I would like... There was a tutorial for moving, for interacting. There was even a tutorial for maps that don't have the run option. Give me a tutorial on not even a tutorial, an alert. It's simple, right? When you press recover MP HP, there should be a... Or you can make a prompt permanent that asks you if you want to use supplies. Or, the first time you press it, you can use it with a switch. It tells the player, every time you want to recover mana and HP at a save point, you will consume supplies. And a single prompt. Do you want to use it? Yes or no? Really, that definitely will mess up with some players. I hope I saved. Okay. I'm reloading. Okay. My supplies are here. The courtyard. Can I ignore the guy? I can! I'm stealing the stuff from the king! Essence of resurrection, right. Okay. Hi. Early, my friend. Fetch all down from the courtyard. Sorry, mister, sorry. Hello? Early, fine day for some training, wouldn't you say? No. Okay, sure, let's train. Ah, just a straight up battle. I'll end up you on a point for today's session. You can attack directly or use your battle shouts. Okay, attack or skills. Battle shouts consume your mana. The skill determines the order. I was thinking... I mentioned the thing about lore before, right? That could be put in libraries. But another thing that could be useful for is extra information about battle. For example, knowing that your speed influences the order of action is mostly obvious, but you can still put it as an information, but in a secondary setting, in the library, for example. I don't think the player needs the vital information of knowing. I don't think it's a vital information knowing that the speed determines the order of action, right? Because at the end, the speed is that. You can hardly change your speed, right? Except with some equipments. Did I have this thing on the Critipedia? Not fully a critique, it's more like a borderline critique suggestion. I should play in that. I should make some order here. I would say... Yeah, it doesn't really fit here. It's more like about putting information elsewhere. This could be a note of the thing a game should do, right? Extra info elsewhere. Okay. You will beat your soul charge points when using certain attacks and when you take damage. Okay, so those are TPs. Okay, it's TPs. Also, I feel like again, other information is not even necessary to tell the player. Not because it's not important, but because the player will realize at some point, right? For example, you don't need to tell the player that that after a battle you win items, right? Because they will realize. That's more obvious, but could even work for stuff like at the end of battle you lose every SC point. Or at the end of the battle you do not restore HP. The resistances. Again, this could be put on an extra book or information elsewhere. You have the chance to parry an attack with a sword. Ah, that's cool. How does it work? With 2 fingers you cancel an action. Ah, really? How do you... Okay, the game didn't tell me how to parry though. No. Physical strength, swordsmanship. I'm just attacking. Ah, okay, so it's chance based, I see. Well, we just win. Also, I feel like the parry didn't have a sound, right? Ah, never mind, it was. I don't know why. Well done. The king should be ready for us now. I feel like this scene was forced. I feel like this is really it's a little blatant, it's a forced scene for the tutorial, right? Because the guy just came here and says, oh, we were waiting, I was waiting for you. Should we train? You click yes, not even a second, and the battle starts. At the end of the battle, okay, good job, let's go to the king. Like, it was a mismatch between how important it felt and how long it was. Because at the start of the game, we had 2 different NPCs. Or no, 1 NPC and the protagonist saying we need to go to the garden. And go meet with the guy. Even the king told us, so it's 3. And then, what was it? Just a battle tutorial with 2 dialogues, one before and one after. At least we can get more items. Definitely giving arm weapons here it's interesting. Though I don't know if I'm inclined to talk with everyone. Okay, maybe I should. Okay, that's a good... I appreciate it. It's a good way to have the player talk with NPCs. Though... you should compensate by also having the NPC say something interesting. Not just here. Ready for duty here, sir. Good day, sir. Those NPCs don't offer anything. Also, what the hell is this room? It's empty. I know it's called spare room, but... put some... something, I don't know, some empty boxes because it's a spare room. Some broken walls because it's a spare room that needs repair. We'll clear this room. Stop by another time and check it out. Okay, even if it makes sense it's empty, it's not good to see. I would have just blocked the room. Or maybe like have it in the process of being emptied. Like some guards removing the last crates. And overall having it smaller. Just don't show the player a fully empty room like this. And the kitchens. You're busy. I want food. I want food. Okay, that was this side. Though, as I said, again, it's a good thing that exploration is incentivized with treasures and talking with NPCs that give you items. Though, again, to be perfect, it should compensate with NPCs with more interesting dialogue. Maybe this one. Hello there. Did my practicing disturb you? No. I'm looking for new music. If you come across anything, I'd love to take it off your hands. Okay, it's a side quest. Okay. I appreciate the note, though in a way, the note is useful because differentiate useful NPCs with useless NPCs. Though that makes the others useless, right? They definitely never say something interesting. Slow day for you to go wander here. That was nice though. How are you? We found this when we were cleaning an item. Okay, always nice having an item. Though I would really... At least they are quick dialogues. And also I like this thing because geography here is not explained in the story. It's not like at some point the king stops and says, okay, now listen, I will teach you the history of the place. No, the history is relegated to a side event. Okay. Though I'm not reading it, I'm sorry, we just got the intro before. In a way, maybe it's an extended version of the introduction. I like this part. Again, because it was not it was not put in the story. It was not forced on the story. Also, watch out for the glasses, they're about to fall. There should be something similar with even a just small text box. This guy is almost out of prison. Like, seems he's about... The hair is out of the map. For example, there could be again an NPC that says your SC reset at the end of the battle. Another one that says your speed determines how faster you act in every turn. Stuff that is obvious, but the game told us. Also, what the hell is this chair? What the hell is this chair? Nobody can fit there. Preparing for the feast. There's a tablecloth aimed for the staging room. Why? I'm not working for you. I'm not taking them. I don't even know where it is. I will go. Did I check everything? Oh well. Wait, is the door... The door was weird. Oh well. Felt like it was losing resolution. Okay, Mr. King. This is a matter that I need your assistance with, gentlemen. You can drop bloody formalities. We come up to the castle together, as you know, Bob. I happen to be the one who ended up with the crown. Okay, this I suppose it's important information, but again, it's not natural that someone says it in the middle of the discussion, because both know this information. What's the point? It's the common trope called, as you know, Bob. Him is just saying this because he's forgotten how to swing a sword. I don't think I swung a sword in my life, Odin. But give me a few minutes and I singe that ridiculous haircut of yours with a few fireballs. Okay, I like this one though because it shows that he knows magic. Without blatantly saying, I know magic. I was just teasing. What's missing? What's the mission? Are you familiar with the Stinger Swamp? Yeah. Across from the castle gates, but it's impenetrable. Weeds grow back rapidly. And on the other side of the swamp is the trading post of Willowband. We're able to send ships there at the moment, but because we need to travel around the swamp, it's slow. We have a visiting alchemist in the castle. She's taken lodging in the upper loading. She said that she has been able to devise a chemical that will prevent the growth of more weeds. How? Like, do you apply... How does it work? Because you need to use the chemical for every weed, right? You will need an absurd amount of chemical to stop all the weed, right? What's the purpose of breaching the swamp? I want you to find a safe passageway through, to use to shorten the journey times. I would expect you to be able to open the swamp from the other side. Once there, speak with the mayor. He will make the arrangements. Then just report to me. Your journal has been updated. Okay. Is there anything else? Ah, yeah, door. Sus. The private quarters. Well, it's not like they are both there now. Okay, upper floor. I suppose it's logged in the journal, right? From upper lane. Okay, that's nice. Always nice when in the game they tell you where you need to go. I don't mean through dialogue, I mean with text. If someone wasn't paying attention, for example. And should be here. Is it this one? Ah! Ah! I got found! Ah, no, wait, I thought she was angry. I thought she was angry because I opened the chest. Ah, I didn't hear you come in. Alchemy? Experimental alchemy. Can be loud. I'm Tali, who are you? I'm Elim. This is Odan. Setting your dominance already, Elim? That was fast even for you. No, you know... You're easy to tease. Tali, nice to meet you. You're an alchemist, right? I'm from Willow Bend, and I have a feeling why the king might have sent you for my help. Yeah, we need to... They are telling again the information we had. Oh, hello Drake! Welcome to the stream, how it's going? We're playing here this game, which is Nowhere and Forever. For now, we just started, and we are preparing for a mission to go through a swamp. That's it. But I don't like that they are repeating all the information they had before. Of course, the king already talked to her about the mission, right? So, having repeating dialogue is not really adding anything to the game, if not making it artificially longer. It could work. It could raise the swamp to the ground. It could detonate the swamp and the castle in a single blast. Confidence isn't lacking, I see. It will probably work. I tested it quite extensively. To be sure though, I come along and supervise the result. Wait, our job isn't to babysit you. We will take the potion and be on our way. And as amusing as it would be to watch the pair of you blow yourself up, I must insist. There's more ways to end yourself than by swinging a sword. Very well, Tali. You should accompany us. It's your funeral. It would be Tali's, because I know you can handle yourself. Tali joined the party. She can reflect hostile magical attacks. Or the entire party. Ah, okay, so she can reflect area attacks. Ah, no. Even if they are area attacks, she will reflect her side. Okay. And since we are here, confiscation is for me. Good. Wait, we went here, never mind. Ah, the door was locked. Okay, remember. Thanks for the resume. No problem, it was simple. I wonder how I should do with longer games though. Okay, what do you have? We got an accessory, right? Unweight of offense. Oh! That's strong. More attack. Also, he has 666 HP and 60 mana. That's suspicious. Oh, hello, Miss Sus. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you there. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm very bad with names. I need to check how the developer of this game is called, because I already forgotten. No, the developer is Deluxe Abe. Well, since I'm here, I will share the game again. Oh, I'm lost. Okay. Since I'm here, it is in the description of the YouTube video, the game, but I'm sharing it again. Is that the floor or the wall? What do you mean? Those are stairs. And this is the floor. Personally, I was not confused by this. Though I can see some people may be confused because this is not a clean floor, right? This, you would expect a more, yeah, a floor with better tiling than this. But personally, I was not confused. Okay, here we go. Let's get serious, folk. Bandits paddle this road. Stay sharp. Stinger Swamp is on the southeast of from here. Okay. Hey, we could stop at the docks. There's a shop and other services. Okay? I'm 8 hours in the demo. 8 hours? How long is the demo? Huh. I was always wondering which is the right length for a demo, to be honest. I feel like the demo, personally, I feel like should not go beyond 4 hours. Well, I'm personally guilty of this because I made a demo of 3 hours for a game. Personally, I would never go over the 3 hours mark or 4. Because first, at this point you released a full game, right? Well, 8 hours could count for a full experience game, right? Which in a way I think it's fine if you don't want really to have a demo to showcase the game, but more like have a demo to have the people play the game. There's a difference. A normal demo is to show what the full game is about. A demo like this is more like to let the player play the game in early access in a way, because I believe a good chunk of the story will not change. So I would say both options work, but it depends at the end of what the developer wants. Personally though, 8 hours for a demo is a little overkill. Especially because it's vital in a game to catch the player attention right away. Like, if it has to be intended in a strict meaning of the demo, which is a short portion of the game you play to get interested in the full game, regardless of length, the key terms are that makes you interested in the full game. Unfortunately, having 8 hours means the game does not really worry much about showing or condensing the experience to the player in a way they're incentivized to buy the full game. They are just letting the player play the game from the start, which I think it makes a lot of sense, but marketing-wise, I know talking about marketing is not really always relevant, but marketing-wise, it's always better to have a shorter experience that makes the player think right away, right from the start, oh, this game is cool, I want to play all of it. It's not a demo, 8 hours! How long is the full game? 40 hours, 60. That makes then the player wonder how much padding there is. I'm a completionist who wants all items and secrets. Next time I play it will be half. If it's a 70-hour game, the creator sees the demo as a playtest. Well, then then it's a different sort of demo. Yeah, it's I suppose there should be different terms. It's more like a early access of this first section, because you get feedback, you get exactly feedback and playtest. So looks like more like early access, right? Because again, the demo, yeah, that's right. The demo though still works to get feedback. So from a demo, a game can improve. But the demo is also I can see, yeah, it makes sense that a demo could be this long, but personally, again, the demo is important to show, in the marketing sense, a demo is mostly used to show how the full game should look like, and just to give a taste of the game. 8 hours is more than a taste. But again, for RPG Maker games like this, I suppose it's just giving the main player to be a beta tester, instead of getting a private beta tester or something. As the king sent you to check on the preparations. Now we are just passing through. I didn't know the Dauntless was getting ready to set sail. Yeah, we're going on another trading run in the next few days. Would you mind staying out in the hold for now? It's a mess. I wanted the free items. Also, I was wondering, 8 hours of game means though that when you play the full game, you will have to replay 8 hours of the game. Those a decent amount of games have the feature of passing your save files, right? Though in RPG Maker you have to do it manually. You have to go in the folder, copy the save folder, and move it to the new one, which can be complex for some players. Okay, what's with a game that takes my stuff without asking? At least it gives you free experience. Is it worth it? We need 4 more drinks to level up, huh? Do we want to drink more? Well, we need to see how much experience they give the monsters. Welcome to the fishing post. There is a fishing minigame? Fishing novices. Also, it's AI. It's AI. At least it's not used for... I appreciate the AI is not used for the character portraits, for the title screen. It was used for the splash logo of the developer. But also, why do you need the AI to write some text? Like, why the hell? Just open on like Canva. Canva is free. Open Canva, write on Canva, and then put it on a free asset you find of ruined ticket. Why do you want the AI writing for you? Why do you want the AI write for you? What's the point? Bubble, spot for activity. Okay. My game is over 50 hours long. I'm going to put together a demo that is longer than 45 minutes. I think is reasonable because maybe 45. I would have went maybe for 1 hour or something more, but I think it's pretty much reasonable. 45, no, maybe I think it's a good right length. Never mind. As long as the player gets enough information to get how the full experience will be. That is more like a personal idea. My personal idea of a demo though is a experience you play to get the full picture of the game you will have. So you don't need to have 20 dungeons or 8 hours of gameplay. Though again, if you just want the player to play the game, I think it's fine. In the game, devs can treat their demo as they want. If marketing isn't the main focus, that's the fun of being... Yeah, that's right. I can totally understand the developer wanting to put a 8-hour demo. Because it's not really 8 hours of demo for marketing. It's more like, I'm making a game, here it is, play as much as you want until the spot. I made all the first 8 hours, give it a try, please let me know. It's more like old style kind of demo, but I think it works for small developers like this. Especially if you don't want to sell the game, right? Also because if you want to sell it, it becomes much harder. Also, let me take a break. I need to take some water. Okay, here I am. There's danger of death. Fishing instructions were obtained. Oh no. Okay, it's a little weird because it doesn't look like a dock. Okay, it's just go to the other section. I wouldn't have used this sort of area because, like, looks like we are moving between mountains. It should just be a lake. This doesn't really make much sense visually. There's battles? I wasn't expecting dangerous fishes like this. We should buff the team, yeah. Wait, it charges a lot of TPs. Ah, it has the similar one. SC. I don't have them. Let's just beat up the crab. Bruise of Ruin? Chance of failure, but this massive damage if successful. Still health. And restore HP. I'm trying it! Ah, it's single target. I'm trying it. It worked! Okay, good bet. Good gambling. Counter! Okay, that's what I was saying, right? The dodge sound effect overrides the attack. So we don't really have a sound animation for the sword in the counter. 10 mana. We don't need health, right? We can have this one though. Yeah! And we just attack. Okay, it would make sense to risk it a little. Because she doesn't have a lot of physical attack. 80 XP, so yeah, it's not worth to buy XP. Okay, this place is dangerous. Can I just leave? What does the fish even do? We don't know. Also, there's a time limit. I hope I will not fight more monsters. I wonder if I can run away. Can I just go away? 4 small fish and 5 large fish. That's a lot of money. I suppose. It's a decent amount of money. Also, I realize now, by opening the menu, that you can check the picture again. And that may have a risk for bugs. So I want to try it. I want to try if I can trigger a bug. The map change is here. Ah yeah, but you can't open the menu while walking, so I think it's fine. Still, let's see if what it does. It opens the picture. I don't think it's an issue because it's not a parallel event. It's not a parallel menu. So I don't think it will cause any bug, right? It's not like you can open it while walking. Why there's a cat mewing all the time? I feel like killing the cat. It's my fault. I made a personal thing that every time there is visual style options, I will put the sound effect of the cat and the dog. Every time. So if you don't want them, don't put this option in your games. Because again, I feel like the design of this, the sound design again should fall in the hands of the developer, not in the player, because the player can do bad choices. Like mine. So it's like a message. It's like sending a message. Welcome to Alte Docks Inn. I'm not resting. At least someone that tells me the consequences, the prices, and stuff. Give me a sec, okay. Have you saved the cat? This one? Meow meow meow. No, I didn't. I kinda ignored it, to be fair. I think I will just go to the forest. Ino, welcome. Potion, we have 3. Mana potion, antidote. We can buy more than one. Clear thought. Okay. Hey, we have 690 gold. Can we sell anything like fishes? No, we don't keep them. Okay. This one is expensive. Oh well. It's fine. On the rooftop. I didn't see the rooftop though. I don't think I was ever on the rooftop. Well, I feel like I'm gonna ignore it for now. Let's see. King's Road. And the swamp. Random encounters here. Oh yeah, they mentioned there are bandits. What's me with my craft now? At least they die easy. Fire level, it's a 1, right? The cat still goes in battle. Oh, come on! How much health do you have? Level 3, splits up and dual attack. Ah, that's nice. I'm gonna check first here. Okay. And then the swamp. Also, we get fully healed. I would really make a better map here because the ground is just weird. There should be like the best option I suppose would be a grass ground and a road in the middle. Here the map is nothing, it's just a monocolor brown and trees. There are 2 things on the map. 3 if you count the treasure chest. Longsword for... What about for you? I'm giving all the best stuff to the protag. Also, I feel like I saw the protagonist disappear, right? Probably to prepare for this scene. I would suggest in that case to make the fade out, the transition, and during the fade out, have the changes. Or you can even do them in parallel process. they do it in time. Also, there's a mapping mistake here. This is it, the Stinger Swamp. To be fair, it doesn't look like a swamp. Maybe it's the entrance. It's been so long since I was last here. The growth is really bad now. Looks like an open space for me, you know. No, you mean like this one? That's a wall, though. I'm a little confused. Let's get the show on the road. Are you sure it's going to work? Not in the slightest, but there's only one way. We're gonna find out. What the hell is that? Maybe we should take cover? No need, here we go. Though again, I'm confused. That was the image of a cliff. So I suppose with the lack of resources, that's the best they can have. Hello, welcome, General Steinberg. Hello there, as someone will say. Hello there. I finished my first ever pixel art for a sprite. Oh! Like, it's the first pixel art you made? That's cool. Starting something new. Personally, I tried pixel art, but I stopped right away. I tried to make something, I made like an evil phone. And weird stuff. and like a character. But yeah, I decided maybe I should not improvise pixel art. I should focus on other stuff. But because I felt like more doing other stuff. Though that's how you discover a new ability, right? By trying new stuff. A little warning would have been nice next time. We're still in one piece. Let's get going. If I wasn't impressed, I probably would be pissed off. Okay, let's see the swamp. That doesn't look like the swamp you described. Oh, come on, battles! Well, that's the frog again. Only one though. The battle in the lake was 3-4 times more difficult. It's a lot of damage. Is there a healing spot? Ah, the checkpoint. I would just use a potion. Ah, I leveled up, never mind. Ah, you can enter the tower? Free money. What's in the tower? A fire. Oh, that's suspicious, right? Because it's still open, still late. A spell book, some sort of summoning ritual. And who the hell are you? Wait, there's a orichalcum? No, blood calcum or whatever. Morgana! Morgana backward, it's anagram. Interesting. It's based on the German knights from the 5th century. You mean the sprite? Ah, I see. That was kind of the style I also used when I started doing pixel art, but I realized maybe it's a little too hard for me. But maybe if you like it, then good luck with it, because it seems like I see other people having a lot of fun with it, so I hope you can have fun as well. Who are you? You storming my home and demand answers? Give me one reason why I should introduce you to a pile of smoldering ashes. Ah, sorry, we were looking to explore Stinger Swamp. This is not a path through the town, although now that you are here, perhaps you may be of some use. Random side quest. As long as you don't cross me. You're going to cross me, are you? You're not going to cross me. No. Now quit down, the pair of you. I seek a berry that grows in the swamp. It's rare. Grows on the stalks of the nightshade. But in the western part. Why not venture and get it yourself? It's a dangerous place. Powerful as I am, it's still unsafe. If we do it, what's in for us? Isn't it a good deed? It's a reward. How do you know my name? I know a lot about you. About all of you. Just because you haven't been in the swamp doesn't mean I don't have eyes outside. I'm versed in the magical arts. Fetch me the nightshade berry, and I will reward you. Okay. Are you sure it's a good idea? Why not? Return when you have the berry. Many creatures in the swamp may poison you. Okay, I need some antidotes. Also realize the tiles on the ground, they are all broken in the same way. Those tiles should be used sparingly. Not all the tiles, because you can now see the ground is broke broke in the same way evenly. And that's unnatural, right? Every single tile is broke in the same way. So I would suggest to just use it sparingly, not for every single tile. And what the hell are you? I'm a servant on the master. I'm here to aid you. Ah, okay, it's a seller. Okay, that's nice. We can buy another antidote then. Or two. Okay. Do you think I should go with this style or try with higher resolution? It's a hard question because everything depends. Also, personally, I struggle a lot to find the right art style for the game, so I'm not the best person to ask for this opinion. Personally, depends on the game you're making. If the characters are important, then should be a higher resolution and more with defined characteristics. If the characters are mostly for gameplay, then I think it's fine to have it small. Also, again, give me a sec. First, the map is weird. Because first we have the terrain here where we have another clean cut here on the side. Okay, it's important to notice where there are weird stuff on the maps. Because it's pretty weird to see. Should be easily solved by using another sort of ground for this. Or even another border there is maybe? I'm not even sure. Second thing, the bridge also is weird. Because when you put a bridge, by default it overrides, or sometimes it overrides the block below. That's why it raised the water, and so the bridge is just on land. You can solve it by putting the bridge on a new layer. With this it won't delete the water, and it will stay like this. And another thing, the game was telling me before that the swamps are dangerous because the weed is super strong, you cannot move, you need to pass through, but no, it was only the starting spot. It was only the trigger to enter. You just had to use the potion on the single wall on the entrance and that's it, but couldn't you just walk around? There was a big deal as the swamp is this dangerous place where you cannot even move because there is weed everywhere. But here we just have a very large corridor. There's a mismatch between narration and gameplay. That's unfortunate because it would have been pretty dope to play a dungeon around the mechanic of the weed growing everywhere you cannot even move. More than a negative thing, it's more like a missed opportunity. Though I like the decoration of the extra stuff on the swamp at least. Many games use level solution art like House and Mr. Hobbs. Well, again, because they decided the art style will be like that, right? I suppose focusing on minimalism means focusing more on the gameplay, the vibe of the game and everything. And instead with a higher pixel art, you focus more on the characters and the story, I suppose. They did a lot of damage. At least I'm fine. Also, I appreciate at least that they are trying to decorate a little more. Like there is one random item there and there in the swamp. Though you can even hear, I would not fill everything with one thing. The algae, for example, I would not place it everywhere. I would leave some empty spots, for example. But at least I like it a little more than the previous map, this one. Oh, there's goblins. What do we have? Dual attack. Why not? Oh. Again? Good one. We have one less already. Cleansing? Ah, okay. And there's even a healing. Oh, do we want healing or we just burn them down? No, okay, this time it missed. Do an attack. Good one. No, not on the same. At least one is dead already. Counter! They are of the same class. I see. At least also they drop useful items. We may want to heal. Okay, decently heals. Also, we gain SC points, so we can charge them before battle, maybe. I have a great time. You have no nice words at all. No, that's not really not nice words. To be fair, I make personal observations on the game. To be fair, I asked that it was in a post where I was suggesting to stream the game of a developer while giving some while saying what I don't like. Personally, I feel like I like to talk about game design and everything. At the end, I'm not insulting the game. I'm pointing out what I personally don't like about it and give suggestions, because I personally want I give the harshness of a player. So in a way, I act as a player that the developer may or may not listen. So it's their choice late then, but really I like to talk about game design and everything. So this is a good opportunity to play the game while saying what the developer could consider or not. Again, it's still only my point of view, but I'm trying to give my reasoning. Should I even continue with my own indie game when the projects get butchered like that? Was done by a solo dev. It's not butchered. Okay. I feel like I'm being misinterpreted. I'm not butchering the game. I'm saying what again. I'm saying what I personally think could be improved, and you don't get it right the first time, right? My first game was awful, even worse than this one. Which was my second game? I feel like even my second game was worse than this one. Though I suppose depends on the opinion, but this one at least has a like effects on the clouds here, has at least a custom music choice for the ambient and everything. So definitely people never makes an incredible game first try, because the vital part of the game is the game design. And the best way to learn about game design is to make games. But if you don't make games, you cannot learn about game design. So how do you make a game with good game design without knowing about game design? Well, simple. You do it on the go. And I'm pretty sure it happens to a lot of developers that start, that while developing the game, they get better already in the game design, and they rework previous parts of the game, realizing they could have done it a little better. So that's an iterative process, the developing games. It's not like whatever you do, it's suddenly magically good. It's a iterative process. Again, you make something, you realize, oh, this part works, this other part works less, I should revisit the other part and change it a little. That's how games are made. Not just, they don't just work on the first try. That's why, again, it's good that the game now is published, because the developer can see if people like it. And what people like it, so the developer can keep it in the game. What they like less, so the developer could consider changing the part a little. Again, it's important to find the balance between what the developer envisions and what the player wants. More like, not what the player wants, more like what the player enjoys playing. Because at the end, it's the developer call on what the game is, of course. There are some developers that bend backwards for the players, but personally, I don't think that's the case. That's a good choice. But we are talking about another thing here. Let me take a random... Let's go left, maybe. In my game, there's gonna be choices for a character like sparing, killing, insulting, and so on. Insulting? Like, you defeat an enemy and you trash talk him? How does it work? Also, I'm out of mana. We should heal maybe at the spot. That's a good interesting idea, right? I don't know gameplay-wise what it will bring. But I suppose people will have fun to try that, right? Like they kill an enemy and they trash talk him. From what I got it. Sparing, killing, insulting. But that's weird. Sparing and killing, it's like Undertale, but insulting, it's new. Are we on the end or? Ah, yeah, it's the Nightshade. Okay, it's for the other quest. Oh no, boss time. Coming from the water. Okay? What is this thing? Some sort of slime creature. I'm not sure how effective the weapons will be. I can put together a brew. Let's do it. So we need time. We cannot. Doesn't make sense to increase attack then. We can defend then. Right? Preparing for one turn. Well, let me try attacking still. Okay, we do no damage, so we just defend. And of course it attacks the one that is not defending. Okay, so the gameplay is to defend. I was hoping there was a defense idea here. At least it's only 4 turns. It will work. Tali learned the skill Brew of Burning. Ah, so we get a new skill, that? Interesting, let's see. Ah, he's pretty much dead, okay. I like the change directly on the TB bar below of the character swapping. And you die. Oh yeah, I hope the game restores mana, because if you don't have mana during this battle, without mana potions, you're kinda screwed. Pretty unlikely, but could happen. 'Cause That was close. Let's go back to the tower. But I wanted to explore. No, it's fine, thanks. I enjoyed the demo. Even as pro level graphic designer, I think you're nitpicking. Personally, I always try to be reasonable. I don't think I'm nitpicking because, for example, here you can notice that there is a defined line between this and the other thing. It's because it's using different sort of ground. Can we run? Oh yeah. Because I saw a lot of RPG Maker games and usually this border is used for a different type of ground. Not the yellow ground, for still the green ground. And I point out other stuff, but again, it's I ask for games, so then the developers will give some feedback and stuff. So at the end, I hope that's what the developer wants at the end, some feedback. Does anyone know how to use Yanfly event after attack to start animation? Unfortunately, I never use Yanfly or even plugins in battle. I don't think I have any recent game about battles, right? Because making RPGs with battles are the longest sort of games you can make, right? And personally, I am focusing more on short projects. Even if I would be interested in making another RPG, but I feel like it's very time expensive and resource expensive. Oh yeah, let's go, the explosion. I don't think it's good to talk like you speak behalf on all players. Well, I'm not speaking behalf of all players, but I try to show some things that are, in my opinion, pretty reasonable. I don't like to use the term objective, but from how I see the stuff, I believe that from how I see the engine, I believe that some of those ways are not used as intended. Again, as I said here, there is the broken tile that repeats the same broken pattern everywhere. So unfortunately, with the default assets, you only have this broken tile. So unfortunately, it's hard to find stuff to work with. Though again, before I pointed out that the broken tile is refitting here. I don't think I ever said something that was extremely subjective by telling it was objective. I just try to explain my reasoning. My game is on a realistic approach when you only fight in rare cases. Okay, so a game when you don't fight a lot of times. I think that could be interesting because that means you need to have a different design approach on encounters, right? So I suppose you won't have random encounters. That means then you will try different approach. I see. That's interesting. Because some players rather than others like less random encounters rather than other methods, but again, it's based on taste. Excellent. If you don't call battling slime monsters that are impervious to your attack trouble, then no. Thought he was able to help. May I ask how? Creative thinking. I made the brew of burning. Interesting. Can I reward your companions in the same way? Huh? I can teach you how to manifest the element of fire. Will be less effective against you, while the enemy is vulnerable will be more susceptible. I don't know, Ellie. Seems pretty sus. I'm in debt. Let it not be said that I do not keep my word. Sure. Or accept 3,000 gold and I'm taking the training. Although I like there is a choice. Fire or frat? Okay, let's see what it is. Imbues attack with fire and gives defense. Okay, that's nice. So it's like a sword of fire. We don't need a shop. We just live by. So we... I remember we stopped at the last intersection. I think it works fine for the first dungeon. Because it has some split paths, so it makes it a little dungeon, as I said, without being too complex. It doesn't have a dungeon mechanic, but it's a first dungeon, so I believe it's not really necessary at all. Let me save. I believe we go up, we continue upwards. I will try the other ways then. Doesn't look like a trap for now. Well, could have been maybe the grass was a trap, but luckily we're fine. Can I? Sure. Random. Oh! Oh, double kill! Easy! Not that easy, never mind. They attack twice! Those are evil! I'm fine, I'm fine. At least the crows are not that dangerous. No, maybe a little, they attack twice. They're up to no good. Wait. A checkpoint already. I feel like we may be at the boss. Looks like we made it to the other side. About time. I don't want to loiter here any longer than we need to. You boys ready? Does it matter if we are not? See? We're getting to know each other. Does she just carry those bombs around with her? I think we should take cover. You worry too much. At least cover your eyes. I'm not sure if I'll get used. Nothing a bit of alchemy can solve. Did you hear that? Boss jumpscare, okay. Swamp Trent. It's a forest creature. Fire attacks will do extra damage. Ah, nice we learned the fire then. Counter! Let's see, Fire of Wrath. I hope it lasts enough. Fire of Wrath again. And we burn the thing. Okay, you will just die. Area damage? Oh no. That looked painful. Wait, is it only on the basic attack? I'm buffing. And please heal. Yeah, she was about to die. Oh, she's about to die again. What if I attack? Okay, only the effect is only imbues the basic attack. I see. Right, we are gonna do that then. I made the game jam for the next time. Oh. If you want, you can suggest it for the next Critipedia. If it's shorter than 10 minutes or 20, maybe we can do it for the random issue games though. Even if I take like double the time to play a game. I feel like we need to keep healing health here. Oh no, poison. Area poison! I hope we have area restore. Last turn of bonus. Should we use it? Yeah. Let's see. From target ally. Is it worth it? We are halfway. I I will heal one last time and then spam some fire attacks. That's a lot of damage though. Huh. I like the challenge of this boss. There's not a lot of skills we have, but I believe we can have we can find that sort of tactic, right? Let's see. First, he's strong. He should just attack. You are less strong, also you don't have mana, but you have a lot of SC. And you, let's try the burning. Oh, the burning is incredible. One last burning, we should rush it. Yeah, we can definitely rush it. Okay, here the... We don't have enough mana! Oh no! Oh, well then, we need to heal. Personally, oh, we're fine. We are fine. Personally, I don't know if. Well, personally, I still don't know if a game should have or not the, or when a game should have the boss health bar or not. But here I believe it works, the boss health bar, because. It means the boss doesn't have too much health, so it becomes relevant at some point, because you know that it's low and you can try to rush it. And I believe that makes it interesting. What I was saying is, it's not an easy design choice to put the health bar of the boss, because sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't. I don't really know when or when, but here it definitely made it interesting. 45 minutes. Then for that, I believe it's better for a Critipedia stream. We got it. Let's hope there are no more surprises. I saw something in the corner. Was it me? Oh yeah, there was a small graphical bug that the protagonist spawned in the corner. I would always suggest to fade out the screen, do the shenanigans, and then fade in the screen. We're poisoned. But we're also healed. As new. Kinda expensive on the mana side. Yeah, I didn't kill the poison in the battle because I didn't know if the boss was about to spam it again. Otherwise I would have to use the healing 3 times. Or we could have used 3 turns to use 3 antidotes. So it was a very expensive choice. At the end, I think it was fine to tank it. Hello, mister. Did you come from the swamp? I didn't think it was possible. You opened the path. We are here to speak to the mayor. Splendid. We are here almost 2 hours. Willow Bend at least. It's great to be home. I've been here before, but it's been quite some time. The swamp being clear will be really good for everyone. The house is in the other side of the town. There's also some shops. Okay? I never saw a weapon shop, right? We should go on the weapon shop. Welcome! Thanks. Hi, mister. What do you have? Short sword, long sword, and night blade. I may want this one. The mixture. Ah, Zita. What is this? I want the attack one. It also increases magical attack, so I think it's better. You lose mana though, so it's a hard choice. I will go with this one. Though it's expensive. Huh. Well, to be fair, this only increases by 4, so we can take a long sword. And we can afford the last one. Acid mixture. The potent is still fine. Okay, little better. Though I like there is a choice between between equipment. You can choose the weapon with more mana or the one that gives more stats, but is more expensive even. I think it's a good balancing, especially because I took the other one. Welcome to Willowbend. You seem from afar. You seem bold. No drink, thanks. Hick. Hey, this is the sprite of Priscilla. You can see she has the midriff exposed. This is not old man. Maybe it's trans Priscilla, I don't know. Potions? You say for sale. Should I trust you it's on sale? Ah, we have a stronger potion even. I like also the sound of the fireplace slowly fade out when you leave. Armor! I forgot I can buy armor! Oops. But it's cheaper. Much cheaper. Though, this is better for her. She's kinda exposed. She also has less HP. So it's better for her. Oh, nice. I could sell the old armor, but I'm fine like this. Okay, I see we go here. Damn, this mayor looks rich. Considering every house is like 1/10 of this one. They also have, right when you enter the reunion room, the strategy room. Can I go here? Can I take every... Ah, okay. It's in the garden, okay. This guy is suspicious. Hello there. Oh, jolly, it's you. Back from Castle Elter so soon? Who are you? Who are your fine friends? Yeah, this is Ellie Nodan. They escorted me through Stinger Swamp. A pleasure to meet your Major Grimsdale. Stinger Swamp? I thought that the way was impeded by regenerating growth. Yeah, but King Alexander requested the services to open the way permanently. If by that you mean bomb the entrance, then yeah, she achieved that. Hey, it worked, right? That's wonderful. Castle Elter is one of our most prominent trading partners. And this will only serve to secretly assassinate the king. Oh, sorry, I mean to improve journey times. What about the swamp? Is it safe to traverse? We encountered some creatures, but an armed escort should be sufficient. We also encountered Morgana. She seemed to be versed in the magical arts. That's a name I haven't heard for quite a while. She passed here briefly many years ago. I wonder how she managed to take up residence in the swamp. I don't remember meeting her before, Mayor. Before your time, child. I was a young man when I last encountered her. I don't see any reason to delay telling the king of the success. We arrange a wagon. We go back. It's nice to hitch a ride back to the castle. Personally, I would give a suggestion. For make it seem even more like a wagon ride. I would suggest to make a fake map of a road. Screenshot the map. There's also the option to export the map as an image and use that image as a parallax. So you can see the road behind looping. So it looks even more like moving, because here with the trees are seen from an above viewpoint, I feel like. Feels more like we are on an airship or something. I won't miss convoy duty going around the swamp, that's for sure. I need to drop in on you guys the next time I'm visiting the castle. Will you be heading back to Willowbend once we are finished? For a while. Mr. Grimsday will probably need some help getting the new convoy set up. What about you two? Normal grind. Training, bandits, Protecting the king. You can stay for a while. Maybe do some training. I think of it. Though I'm getting the impression Oda may pass out from terror every time I reach for something in my cup pockets. Yeah, because exploding projectiles are a terrifying recipe for keeping the peace. Trouble on the road! Ah, of course. I should have went by foot, I know. What do you mean trouble? We're in front of the castle. Oh no. Maybe it is the castle. Something is burning. Ellen, wait! Oh yeah, the castle is burning. I feel like I saw this setup elsewhere. I believe it's kinda common, right? Though not on the castle, more like on the starting city. The protagonist is a normal man in a faraway village, or on a small village. They go in the forest to gather some herbs from the for the father, and when they return, the city is on fire. Here it's a little different, it's the castle on fire, but I believe the formula is pretty much the same. Alex, what happened? Early, the king is alive, so what's the issue? He even stood up? Are you alright? Not long after you went to the swamp, a band of soldiers stormed the castle. It was an all-out assault. Our soldiers were caught off guard. We weren't able to muster our full strength to keep them out of the castle. Are they still in the castle? They were aiming to get in the dungeons. Maybe they were trying to free someone. They haven't emerged since getting inside. We have men stationed at the stairs to overwhelm them when they come out. Overwhelm them? Look at you! Do you think you have a say in this? We will take the fight to them. Be careful, they have magic. With me. I suppose. Let's be careful. I suppose now Tali just wanted to rest. Interesting, they freed one or two. We tried to talk with this one, but it was sleeping. What's this? A secret passage? Did you know it was here? No. Do you think those warriors went down there? Probably. They have known about this. I don't like the idea of walking into a trap, but I don't see any other alternative. Let's do it. Tari, this is not your fight. Castellator may not be home, but I'm not about to let those guys get away with what they done. I got your back. Okay, thanks. Lead the way. And we go in the sewers? A catacomb, never mind. Did you guys seriously not know about this? How far does it descend? This route in from the dungeon. No one knew about it. Not my knowledge anyway. Let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes. I would also enjoy a safe spot. There's a mummy. Hi. Oh, that's a lot of health. Maybe the mummy is weak to fire. Let me try. Okay, better. Still has a lot of health. Oh damn, it makes a lot of damage. I may go with a dual attack shot. And let's keep some mana, please. Can I try anything else? The healing. 0! Oh! I almost got killed! Go away! Okay, we cannot handle this. Let me heal and maybe we can go back and heal again. Or we can heal here. One more. We can defend with her. Rejuvenation. The resurrection maybe. No, it's an easier. Also, we got this. Increase maximum HP. Well, of course, it's for Tali. She needs more health. While for mana... Elin, maybe? Is the protagonist. And he has less mana. Sure. Is there anything here? Too heavy. I wonder if we unlock it later. Like a Metroidvania moment or what or something. Haha! Save point! We may also want to heal. Now we're fine. Poison ward. We should equip the poison ward probably. Hold on. Ah, it's toxin ward. Maybe the developer changed the name after putting it in the chest. Something on the stairway when you throw the switch. Ah, okay, so the door opened. Okay. We locked the everything. Unlock. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. I believe it's open. Metroidvania moment! Oh yeah! Ah, small Metroidvania moment, but okay. 3000 G! What the hell is the place? Has this been under the castle all this time? Well, it's in resolved, right? It's not that uncommon for newer things to be built on old ruins. I wouldn't build anything or on a catacomb, you know. This seems like a whole other place altogether. We'll be careful. Is there like a boss or... Lever. The lever is stuck. Greetings. Aren't you supposed to be with Morgana? Okay, it's the same thing. My master sends my aspect wherever it might be needed. How are you needed? She has many eyes. For a price I can help. Okay, I may need some help. Ah, even sells the strongest potions. There's also the removal from status effects. That's nice. I think we're fine. Maybe a strongest potion. And we have plenty of mana potions. Okay. Okay, what is this? When braziers have been set alight, the way forward will be shining bright. A suggestion. I would suggest when you put an image like this in the game, to have... to not be time-based, so the player can take its time to read. This one is easy, but for example, there are two ways. The simpler way is to just put an invisible text box below that is not visible, so the player will press a button to close the text box, and so the image will close. I will suggest that because it's a pretty easy method. Okay, this guy. This mummy. I believe this dungeon has some mummy issues. I should have defended with Ali. My bad. Oh well. Maybe now we should go back and restore health. I don't think we can beat another mummy, right? We could, but at what price? I'm returning back. Definitely cheaper than buying and using a mana potion. Oh no, it's here. And let's use it. Camping supplies used. Our money just increased like that after a single treasure chest. Wow. I think I will stop. Oh, what are those? What are those? That's a lot of them. Okay, that's a lot of them. What do I do? I will... Oh, we got it right. Oh, come on. Did not die. We don't have any area attack, right? Fighting five enemies is not simple, though. Also because they do damage. Those enemies are... Oh, double attack! Okay, those enemies are dangerous. Should they be a higher level here? At least we are lucky they did not focus, but if they all attacked Tali, she would have been dead. Let's power slice this one maybe? Ah, not enough. But we can power slice this one. And we don't need to defend anymore, right? Oh, critical! Good job, Tali, good job. Counter. Now, power slash on the boss. I don't think we can beat the boss. And maybe we may want to hit the party. Okay, that was a hard battle, but I enjoyed it. I was a little worried of that RNG may screw the player regardless. For example, if they will attack Tali, but hopefully it won't happen. Also, I forgot what he says. Okay, I need to light stuff up. Simple enough. I think maybe I will stop after the next checkpoint. I will see. And it's Little Blade. That's all we need. Let me know the door is open. Oh, new enemies, and also those look dangerous. Oh, good one. Sure, double attack. Oh, good RNG. We are lucky here. You can just defend, right? Also because they attack twice. I will still defend, thanks. I should check if there is a way to recover mana. Maybe with a basic attack? No, okay. I was close. Sure, got a new skills. I like also characters learn skill. Yeah, the cat is annoying. My bad, I'm sorry. Brew Storms. Still single target. I like that the characters learns new stuff frequently, so you're always fresh on having the equipment on the party. The battle system is pretty simple, but they have skills that and the enemy conformation that don't make it for straightforward battles, so I like it. Even if again it's simple, the battle system. At least now it's only one. Basic attacks. More than enough. And you can defend. Oh no. Never mind, you die. So the door is open here. I suppose the plan is to activate more bracers, right? Hello? Ah, you can walk on this. I would have liked a small jump animation here. Would have been a little cool, right? Wouldn't it be cool to have a sick animation of jumping? Like from here, hop! a little sick. Another, oh, spiders. Oh no, not the counter. Ah, gotcha, you wish. No poison today. I will not get poisoned today, not yet, amigo. And the strong attack will finish him. Okay, never mind. No strong attack. Maybe I can attack now. I don't think I can kill him. No, no, no. Okay, good choice on defending. I like also that defending moves you first in the action bar, like Octopath Traveler. It does not have as much impact as Octopath Traveler, but it's cool. Another one. That was a trap. Some sort of hornet brazier. I thought it was an item. This part of dungeon is pretty big. I think it's fine. It may. I like this idea. This part of the dungeon. It's pretty big, so it makes you lost, I suppose. Makes you find the right place. I hope, though, the random encounters are not too high here. Otherwise, could become annoying. Necromancers. There's a lot of enemies around, huh? Double again. And maybe we can finish up one. Yeah, good job, Tari. I should heal, maybe. Counter! Only one. Good double! Oh, the double attack is incredible. And power on you. And please work. Yeah! Tally rounding up every damage is pretty nice. Maybe we want to heal though. Oh yeah, as new. Fire! Burn! We should burn more monsters. Oh. Huh? Okay, so it shows whatever we lit up. Okay, I like also that part, because it shows how much stuff we done. That's a trap, right? I heard the sound, as if something emerging from the water. Did you? Something must have changed. What if I don't? Maybe the monster still spawned? I don't know. Another brazier? And that's it, maybe. I'm running away. Never mind. Wait. We made one too. We did not miss every turn. Well, we still run away. Some sort of winged throne. Ah, interesting. There is a dialogue for a lot of stuff, right? Even for decorations of this map. I like it. Even on the things on the ground. Not the mummy. We're out of mana. Not today, mummy. We need one. Well, it's this one maybe. Hopefully. Hop, hop. Oh no, back to the entrance. Please don't tell me to reset everything. It shouldn't be like that. Yeah, one. Okay, okay. Luckily enough, it did not reset the flames. Otherwise, it would have been evil. But I like the little twist that not everything is safe. As long as the punishment is not huge, because if the punishment is pretty big, while literally trying at random, well, you could improvise this. Oh, I see. I need to activate a thing here. I see. Well, you could argue it's not random trying this one, because there's another further down, but one might say there are two near each other, but maybe both of them are useful. So by trying at random, you risk to get a big punishment. But returning to the start, it's pretty fine as punishment, I believe. A tatted old banner. I don't recognize the insignia. Okay. So I suppose we have to walk all the way back. We may want to run from this. We definitely want to run from this. Also, I forgot I should save. Damn. Aha! We try again. Is it intentional? We can run 2 times in a row. Because to me it feels like you were not supposed to run, to be able to try to run twice a turn, right? Oh well. I wonder if I should go back to heal. Because one missed chance at running away and we are screwed. Because I kinda don't want to fight them again. Oh, nice. Okay, maybe the game wants us to level up a little more. Okay, maybe we're taking the lever here. So we can go and say, ah, isn't it smart? Very smart. I like that the game has a lot of... should I heal mana? Yeah. I like that the game has a lot of different monsters for every area. Though some are pretty annoying to fight. Like the 5 guys all together. The 5 guys all together are kind of annoying to fight. They attack multiple times and... I would say, yeah, it's a challenging fight. I think it's positive. Though personally, after I fight it one... and after I'm low on health and mana, feels like I'm using a lot of resources to fight it. So I believe it's the best strategic choice just to run away here. Especially because... seems like I can run twice. Again, I don't know if it was intended. Maybe, I feel like it could be a bug where when you run away, it deletes your next turns, but it still keeps you on your turn. I don't know the details, but feels like that to me, but of course, I could be wrong. Okay, gate is open. Let's see if there is a boss. If we can beat it without fighting all these monsters. Well, hopefully the game doesn't want us to fight every single monster, right? Here we are. Camping supplies. The game wants us to heal for the boss. We can do the boss and see. Kill. Hey, we got a waifu. Sacred shard, grant me your power. Give us one good reason why we shouldn't cut you down where you stand. Because she's probably very strong. I can't. You should absolutely cut me down. Okay, I like her already. Because if you don't, I will kill you all. And the killing won't stop there either. Why did you attack Castle Altair? Why not? But come on now. Even your insignificant minds must have realized that this ancient place outdates the castle. What's the thing behind you? What matters is that it will be living here with me. And your rotting corpses will be buried here for all time. Sargon's Return. At least I'm happy I remembered one name, one important name. Sargon's Return cannot be stopped. You lie, he's been dead for centuries. Do you think that a little thing like that would stop someone as powerful as Sargon? Merely a temporary setback, nothing more. How about you? I don't think you would be able to shrug off a good case of death. I hope you have the will to back up this words, fool. Sure, but... oh, there are guards. Oh well. Buffing everyone, huh? Buffing again! It's a double stacked attack? Okay, this is not good. Would be wise to protect, but we should also destroy the things behind. Wrong target. Is she tanking for everyone? I would defend, but let's try Thunder. Okay, they are definitely more weak. They do too much damage! What is this? Okay, I don't think I would have survived that. So is it a level issue? So you have to grind enough level. I have to fight enough battles. Okay, to be fair, the game had a lot of battles in the dungeon where I could have fought them to get more levels. Though that means I am forced to do some battles to be right level here. Oh, hello Maestro, welcome. How it's going? We are playing No One and Forever. We are against the boss right now and We skipped on some battles and we may be a little under-leveled. We can resurrect, but unfortunately in the game we don't have any decent way to resurrect. We only have one, which resurrects at low health, so it's pretty much useless. It's an area attack! At least it's not that... Okay, like... Again, still keep in mind that I am a little under level because I skipped some battles, so partially it's because I skipped some battles, but I want to point out a Critipedia line here of, where is it, the early game held paradox. Because early game, we don't have any item to resurrect. We don't have any spell to resurrect. The only way to resurrect is with an item that is very uncommon and expensive. That resurrects, usually percentage based. So that paradoxically makes the early game much harder. Because when someone is dead, you are pretty much screwed. While late game you can just cast a spell and resurrect full health. So I believe this is an important thing to keep in mind while making games. So the players can feel... the players... I don't know, can feel that early game is not they are not limited by the amount of options of resurrections, for example. Also, we should resurrect again. No, you will attack maybe. How? Die. Should we just kill him for now? I think it's wiser. One down. Ah, it's weak to thunder. Protect him a little late, but okay. Ouch. Well, again, I had no way to survive it. Again, with some higher level. How many resurrection items I have? Only 2. We can use an item. At least he has a turn right away. Stronger potion and we are fine, maybe. Getting demoed. Well, the demo is still long, right? We have like 6 or 7 more hours. I didn't mean to defend, even if it didn't change anything. I didn't mean to defend again! My bad. At least we get a turn early. Which could be a good choice. Yeah, it would be wise to defend. Or... I think we should also consider on focusing this one, so the boss dies first. Because we only have one resurrection item. Well, again... Oh! We survived. It would have been dead otherwise. Wait, will again. Should we use the super powerful potion? I will. Counter! Buff all you want, he will die. You know what? It would be. We can do a resurrection now. And heal full health. Or as much as we can. Also, we're about to run out of healing items, huh? What's with the cat? It's Visu Stella that allows you to change the sound effects. It's something I made to the options. But the game let us choose the option, and I did it. So personally, it's a choice the game offers. Last healing potion, last strong potion we have. Okay, you die. Oh, okay, we can deal with this boss. Stun shot. Okay, it's fine as stun, since we have a lot of party members. Though, I don't have enough healing spots. Also, how much defense do you have? Maybe I should go with magic. Potion. It won't heal much. That's the best I can do. At least we dodge. So... He's stunned, we can... No, I didn't mean to defend. Let's go with fire. Magic is much better. We need to restore some mana though. Also, we're about to run out of items as well. Just to be sure though, we can give some mana to her. Well, the others will just heal her, I suppose. Thunder! I'm checking other tabs for angry cats. It's fine, don't worry, we found the cat, it's here. We could use her to have an area healing, but... I kinda want her to attack. Because the boss has a lot of... the boss has a lot of defense. No, we can go with attacks like this. Then you can heal. Better than the potion, awesome. Though if she uses the strong attack, I don't know if we can hold it. Wait, because enemy was debuffed, okay. Now I get it. Then we can beat the boss. Heal again? We have 1 items, we don't have potions though. We are fine again. And we heal again. Why am I making my new sprite my hearing all that cat sounds? I'm sorry, but at this point it's the meme of Visustella. Kung Fu, Well, that was unexpected. I like a boss that triggers a move under a certain threshold of health. Though I feel like I had no control on the battle at that point. Because now Tali we have no way to resurrect her. Well, would be okay to like have the feeling of losing the control of the battle later in the game, where you have more options. Here though we don't have many options, right? We barely have a resurrection item. At least we are done. I'm sorry for Tali without experience. She gets no experience. Not bad, but my master will destroy you in the end. She's dead. Okay, I thought she was like a main antagonist or something. Hello Coco, welcome! Yo! How it's going? We're playing Nowhere and Forever. We just beat the boss, a little underleveled even. I like that you are able to defeat a boss underleveled. I believe that's a telling point that even if the battle system is the default one of RPG Maker, it gives you some options to manage the battle in a different way. Not that there is a lot, to be fair. We have a stronger attack and we have area healing and magic. That's not a lot, but... I don't know, I still had fun in the battle. I can't explain why. Huh. Maybe because... I had a limit on managing resources. What else I wanted to say? I forgot. What was he talking about? Sargon? Surely she's gone mad. I wish it was this simple. They had to attack the castle and do enough damage to fight the dungeons. Then they had to cross the labyrinth. This has been planned for a long time. And we returned at the right time to fight them. You could say they timed their attack to coincide with the absence of their best fighters. But we are level 3. Are you suggesting someone in the castle are walking? There's an imposter among us! They'd have to have had some reassurance that the secret passage was real before making their move. Otherwise they would get surrounded. It's not a coincidence. I believe in coincidences. They happen every single day. I don't trust them one bit though. Oh, then I think Tali is probably right. Then who's the imposter among us? Alex was the one who sent us on the mission. But I can't believe that he'd betray everyone like this. I don't think it's Alex either. Could be anyone. Could be me. Could be you. What about the king? Should we tell him about the suspicions? Elim, don't you trust Alex? I do, but something is off here. Maybe it's best to sit on this information. Well, I believe it's generally obvious they knew about the secret passage, right? Just saying the sprites look better. Oh. I believe that I mentioned something about the process of iteration before. Well, that's a good thing, because by practicing, people improve, right? It's even in pixel art, but I don't know how. I don't know how, personally. It's magic for me. As programming is magic for other people. There's more to settle first. What is the thing? We should bring it with us. I want to bury it, but I think you're right. I can feel aura. Huh? It's calling me. I can't. Ellen, be careful, yeah? I can't. Step back. Korshk again? Ah, I seen the flashback. Bad. Yeah, it's kinda stupid. Where am I? I am floating. Sargon, time for this to come to an end. Okay, we are seeing the scene again. Who is the other warrior? Demon Lord awakens? Elim, answer me, you're right. Yeah, that's why I said I wasn't sure about the choice of the font for this, because here makes Elim very hard to read. Feels like double P. Epm. A backward P, though. Are you right? Snap out of it, Elim? What happened? We couldn't move. You stepped up to the plinth and everything went red. When we came to, you went clutching the shard. But you seemed far away. I think I was. I had a vision. It was a throne room. One was called Sargon. Remember what I said about coincidences? I have a bad feeling about this. Do you think the other was the unknown hero? Every legend is based in truth, isn't it? Not everyone, but is it? It depends. Maybe someone is very fancy. I didn't see Sargon fall during the fight, though. Maybe he's still alive somehow. And is merely licking his wounds. Then we need to find out what's going on and put an end to him for good this time. Like, you are two paladins and a random alchemist. Ah yes, hunting for invisible legendary warlords is absolutely within my skill set. Wait, I like this girl. Let me screenshot it. Ah yeah. I also may want to save this this one. Maybe I will do it manually later. Okay. Well, what else are we going to do, Tali? If half of the stories about Sargon are to be believed, if he comes back, no one in the kingdom will be safe. Yeah, but we need some help. We need to know where he is and how to stop him. Can someone stop flashing red lights, please? We're in the middle of a discussion. It's the shard. Let's take it to Alex. Are we trusting him? Nothing to lose by asking him. It is, but okay. You're right. Let's keep our suspicions about an imposter among us. Let's go topside. We need to report that we cleaned out the attackers. Well, there were one. Also, is it me or is the music lower? Your Majesty, if you please, anime. Yeah, Your Majesty, we found something. Okay, do you want my report? No, I'm going away. I'm going away now. I'm not giving any report. I'm just going to fight this weird guy. And you won't hear any of it. An ancient labyrinth was filled with traps and creatures. Oh, I see. What the attacking forces? Yeah, we defeated the leader. Ah, maybe the other enemies in the below were also the invaders. Yeah, makes sense. I didn't realize it. It was time to retrieve a magical artifact. When I approached the artifact, I was beset with a vision. I don't feel there's a need to repeat the vision, though of course it includes an important detail, Sargon. At least it's a single line. Don't waste taking time with fanciful stories. Guys, he asked about the thing. Can you shut up, Queen? That's not all. The commander of the attacking forces claimed to be working for Sargon. And that was merely an obstacle for him. Are you going to give these claims a merit? Queen, can we kick it off right away? Like, I'm stating what happened. I don't think they would claim this to be so. Excuse me? I grant to trust Elim and Odin with my life. I can vouch for their version. Nonsense! Oh, we retire. Sure, now the beach is gone. We can talk for real. If the beach would go a little faster, please. She's been spending more time in prayers the last few months. I will speak with her later. May I see the artifact? The light didn't go away. Oh. I wonder. The Willow Bend Tower. There's a tower north of the town. When they go, light flashes. Not too dissimilar to the one of the stone here. Ah, okay. Well, it's still just a flashing light. But doesn't hurt to check. Right. Worth a try, yeah. To the swamps or the Dauntless should be sea ready. Okay. And ready to sail near the Willow's Way. Okay. Be careful, I fear that events that transpired here are merely a prelude to something bigger. Be careful. I opened a trading post in the empty room in the ground. Thanks for the money, King. Now the empty room is so useful now, yay. I think though I will save and stop here. Let me go with that. And we can say bye to the cat for now. So, what about the game? So, I like that the story is not a single straight point. Like, oh, go fight a demon lord straight away. No, we go step by step. And also I liked there was the intro that showcased the events that transpired before. So it was cool to see them again. In the flashback right here. The dungeon also was nice. It maybe had too many random encounters for me. And but I liked that there was a small mechanic about torches and having to activate a lever to reach the other torch. I wasn't a fan to walk back and forth there because it didn't add anything to the dungeon, to be fair, if not more padding. Also, the story is interesting. Nothing is... For now, I still don't get the grasp of the story, so I can't really say my my opinion on that. Though, personally, I feel like we don't see enough of Elim and Odan. I like Tali, she has some sort of personality. Elim and Odan don't transpire too much their personality in dialogue, I feel like. Because for now I can't really point any striking characteristic of their personality. Tali is a little more quirky though. Other than that, the gameplay uses the default battle system, but no, it's not default though. Right, because you have one turn after another. Ah, that's the difference maybe. Yeah, I like that you act one turn after another instead of decide actions and then go all together. That was the difference. I think that helps the game, because then you can strategize better your options turn by turn, and I like it. So it could have been a little more. That's why I was a little more careful on hearing the party before the boss. So because I also knew the turn order. That I feel like that adds a lot to the gameplay, even if we don't have many skills. Well, we have, but I didn't try some of those. Oh well. I think I did it. What is this? Thought I said you do RPG Maker, you go PNG. Oh, wait, sorry, I didn't understand. Hello, my ender though. What is? I thought you said if you do RPG Maker, you go PNG. You mean like? No, I don't know. Ah, yeah. You mean with the webcam? Well, hopefully I'm working towards having an actual model, but it's still a long road. Though for Critipedia, I'm doing the webcam. I don't know. It's just I decided on the go. On Critipedia, I go with the webcam. Otherwise, the PNG. Okay. Though, nice to see you there. But now we're about to end it. And we'll see if we can raid someone. We can raid with some people there. I will try to raid Sirelia. Playing Monster Hunter Stories. You break your own rules. No, the rule of the webcam for Critipedia was there from the start. Though I'm not even sure, I'm just going there a little on random, to be fair. Though hopefully later, if I have a full model, near the end of the year, to be fair, maybe we'll just use that for everything. So I don't need a green screen anymore. Okay. Thanks for coming by. Ooh, nice for finishing the sprite. Though I will see it after the stream. And thanks for coming by. We'll see ya whenever it happens.